Now we're here outside the Vancouver Art Gallery where the massive Occupy Vancouver protest continues to grow. Now what are all these people so angry about and what do they want you to know? Let's start the free talk. Hi, welcome to Free Talk. I'm Allison Riley. Now, the Occupy Vancouver protest is inspired by the Occupy Wall Street protest that's been going on since September 17th, and it has inspired thousands of its kind across North America. Now, the main message seems to be that the gap between the rich and the poor is widening, and that the government has left them behind. But what do the protesters here at Occupy Vancouver have to say?
I think it's a really good chance for people to get together and talk and share stories and share experiences. There's been no defined sort of point of protest, I think, at this point. A lot of people say that's sort of posing a difficulty for the movement right now. But I think that actually it's really important that there's really no banner that we're all flying under. I think it's just really important for people to share their stories.
I just wanted to acknowledge that we are, as humans, born into this world with the dream of freedom. I think as children we're free and we want to express ourselves. And here I think in Vancouver we do enjoy a lot of freedom, and I feel very fortunate that I am a citizen of this nation, that I was born and raised in this city. I have an abundance of food, I have clothes, I have shelter. Me being here today is also to show support for the world that struggles to have these basic human rights provided. And also, I'm really curious about this space being a creative energy for us to reinvent who we are as a culture. And I think it's time. I think people feel it, and it's really exciting.
Canada is spending over $23 billion in their war in Afghanistan, which has now reached over a decade. They're also spending billions of dollars to bomb and kill people in Libya. And what for? To plunder, to kill our brothers and sisters in these countries. While here at home, we're facing a lack of housing, of affordable housing, of health care, of education.
Take all the money, take all the gold, put it in a big long tube, and feed it to a CEO.
Well, I'm here today because I think all these people need a job. They need to work harder, pull themselves up by their own bootstraps, and make Canada great again. The Chinese are working now 28 hours a day, so we're not even working 24 hours a day. How are we going to get ahead in this global economy if we don't start working?
So people are just lazy, really?
Well, yeah, I got my raise and bonus this year, and maybe you guys just need to work a little harder.
Tell me a bit about why you guys are here today.
Because the world's full of inequity, and it doesn't function in the interest of 99%.
And even though we're in the 1%, we're here to stand with the 99%.
Corporations aren't people. They're created legal entities, and they don't represent the people. They represent a desire for mass profit, monopolization, control of industries that are integrated, and essentially manifest themselves in ways that are not anti-democratic and anti-people.
We're here to decide what needs to be done, right? We don't have a prescription yet because we're coming from various different angles, different places. We all agree that something needs to change in this society, many things maybe, and we need to come together. So we're here to discuss that, create an agenda, and then decide on what we can prescribe to make it a better place.
Now, you guys are camping here. How long do you plan on camping out here at the art gallery?
Well, we've set up a tent symbolically that we'll be sharing with other protesters. We're going to keep the tent here, keep it going until what needs to be done is done.
Now, what values do you believe that this protest shares in common with the now really famous Wall Street protest?
People are starting to see a lot of corruption in their own local governments, and they're tired of it. People are getting tired of the corruption, getting tired of the cronyism in politics. They're getting tired of corporations getting away with destroying the planet and having no consequences, actually getting their tax rates cut more and more and more while our real wages go down.
Is the extension what I did 30 years ago in Poland. I was involved with the Solidarity to destroy, that evil, communists, and we succeeded after the years of fighting. And I'm here because, I think that another evil has to be destroyed, which is capitalism.
I think we all benefit, from some level of capitalism, right? I know many of us are here, kind of against the idea of it. But at the same time, I think capitalism kind of drives growth. The money goes towards the best ideas. I do hear that, a good portion of the people are under poverty, like 20%. But I don't know if that's just being exaggerated. That would mean 2 out of 10 of us are homeless. I don't think it appears that way. So I don't know if these, these claims and protests are just, fear-mongering and complete, exaggerations.
We overconsume. We're always consuming, and we think that's what happiness is, and we've lost our way. We don't spend enough time in nature with our families, and we live paycheck to paycheck. We watch too much TV. So I'm more about the responsibility that we have, each of us, to make this world a better place. Not as much to rise against an institution of one kind, but we all have different voices and we have different messages with this movement, and I think it's amazing.
Now, it's unclear exactly how long Occupy Vancouver will last, but what is clear is that all these thousands of people are here to share ideas and create a dialogue in the hopes of enacting some change. Thanks for watching Free Talk. I'm Allison Riley.